In the lively hub of Prospera, a man named Mr. Grimsby marked his presence. Infamous for his unquenchable greed, he ran the town's most extensive store, brimming with everything from sweet treats to the latest tech gadgets. Yet, his thirst for more never seemed to quench. One ordinary day, an extraordinary event took place. An old woman, Granny Willow, graced Mr. Grimsby's store. With a worn-out cloak draping her frail body and a kind smile that never faded, she asked for some food and warmth. But Mr. Grimsby, with his hardened heart, dismissed her rudely. He was oblivious to the fact that Granny Willow was no ordinary woman. She possessed the power to cast spells on those who harbored cruelty. As night fell, Mr. Grimsby found himself battling sleeplessness. His room was invaded by peculiar shadows, and an eerie voice echoed, "Greed breeds gloom." Yet he shrugged it off as a trick played by his tired mind. The dawn brought a shocking revelation. His store, once a treasure trove, stood empty. The shelves were deserted, and his vault echoed the sound of emptiness. Bewildered and furious, Mr. Grimsby struggled to grasp the reality of his predicament. Granny Willow reappeared, this time revealing her true identity as a magical guardian of kindness. She laid bare the fact that his empty store was a direct result of his selfish deeds. The more he hoarded without sharing, the more barren his life would turn. To undo the spell, Mr. Grimsby was tasked with a journey of self-discovery. Granny Willow handed him a magical bag that could only be filled by performing selfless deeds. Although reluctant, Mr. Grimsby, driven by desperation to regain his wealth, agreed to the challenge. His journey through Prospera was a series of opportunities to lend a helping hand. Despite his initial resistance, he gradually found his heart warming up to the joy of helping others. He fed the hungry, comforted the homeless with warm blankets, and even aided in rebuilding a damaged school. Each act of kindness began to fill the magical bag, and simultaneously Mr. Grimsby's heart underwent a transformation. A year of selfless deeds later, Mr. Grimsby returned to his store. The sight that awaited him was nothing short of a miracle. The once barren shelves were magically restocked, and his vault was teeming with wealth. But the real transformation was the one within Mr. Grimsby himself. The man once ruled by selfishness had now discovered the joy of giving, the value of compassion, and the beauty of generosity. The Greedy Gloom, an enthralling tale, unravels the repercussions of selfishness and the transformative power of kindness. It is a testament to the fact that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in the richness of a generous heart.